Suspiria, the remake, is directed by Luca Guadagnino. I'm probably saying that wrong. But originally this remake of the 1977 Dario Argento film was originally supposed to be directed by David Gordon Green. However, he moved on to that project to the Halloween sequel. So this movie is based off the screenplay written by Dario Argento and Daria. And this movie is really ambitious. It's a true-on horror film in every sense of the word. Wonderful production values, acting is good. It has a sort of political subtext thrown in there. It's really ambitious in terms of what else they bring in there. There's this doctor, psychiatrist character who has a big backstory that's really important and is really fleshed out throughout the entire film. This is an example of a remake film that sort of grabs you and never lets go. It's not just a carbon copy of the original, it does something else. It's like a completely different interpretation of the story. So if you've seen the original Suspiria, the original is quite dated. It's still creepy, has amazing cinematography, color scheme, and music. However, yeah, it's dated. This movie is truly horrifying. The acting is wonderful, from Dakota Johnson to Tilda Swinton. Chloe Grace Moretz is underused a little bit. There are also some things in this movie that do not work. The movie is a tad uneven. First off, it's 2.5 hours long, which is a little long. The ending is a little bit too... The climax, it goes for like artistic things that don't really work. They try to do the juxtaposition with the soft music and the fantastical, gory things, and it doesn't quite work. Thom Yorke from Radiohead does the musical score. It sometimes doesn't work. The camera work also is not always 100% balanced. Sometimes the camera will just jerk in and zoom, or it'll be like herky-jerky as a panning shot, and it's not 100% consistent. Performances are great, as I said. There's a lot of amazing set pieces in this film, from the dance sequences to the more horror stuff, and the movie definitely made me like have that dread in the pit of your stomach. So the movie is very ambitious. It goes for broke. I mean, the people behind this movie had to get permission from Dario Argento to remake it. They had something else totally in mind, and they went for it. The movie is very ambitious. It goes for something completely different. It is a true horror film that is not an easy or comfortable watch. It's not like your typical horror film. It's a lot. It's an experience you should check out if you love horror films, or if you like the original, if you like any of the actresses in this movie. Suspiria, the remake, is it's going to be a very polarizing film, very divisive. I'm not really sure what to think of it, so I give Suspiria, the remake, a 7 out of 10.